Hey, this is Katie at Kentucky Hemp Works. We are back at Hemp Homeschool again. Today I wanted to talk a little bit more about hemp seed oil and some more of the uses of hemp seed oil because I covered it just a little bit in previous videos, but I didn't go into a whole lot of detail. So if you remember from our previous video on hemp seed oil, I talked about the equipment that we use to crush the seed oil and how we're actually getting it from hemp seeds into this form here. I have a little bit of it with me. It's a beautiful green oil. I don't know how well you can see that, but you really can see that nice green color in this clear jar, so that's really cool. But you know, I never really got too deep into hemp seed oil, but we've already seen several ways in the last few weeks on that we can use it. So first, I've got a couple of the books here. These are some books that I mentioned in previous videos as well. This one is Hemp for Victory, and then I've got my copy of The Emperor Wears No Clothes. But just as sort of a starting point for nutrition benefits and the wellness benefits of hemp, I thought I'd just pull some information directly from these books, and then you all can go from there. But here in Hemp for Victory, which was written by Kenyon Gibson, there is a whole section here, so this section has information from Paul Benhaim, Nick McIntosh, and Cindy McIntosh. Paul Benhaim is in Australia, I believe, and has been doing hemp seeds as food there for a long time. So anyway, as far as nutritional benefits of hemp seed, hemp contains 80% of its fat as essential fatty acids. These good fats are from the omega-3 and omega-6 family. You may have heard these fats in reference to evening primrose oil, cod liver oil, and safflower oil, more commonly known sources of quality fats. If you're familiar, we also get fats from a lot of other oils, and we use a lot of canola and soybean oil in this country, but you're not getting all of those essential fatty acids from the canola and the soybeans. Unlike those other oils that are high in essential fatty acids, hemp provides these fats in what's known as an optimal ratio for long-term use. So it's not just the amount of omega-3, 6, and 9 that's in the hemp seed, it's the ratio of them as well. This balance is crucial to the absorption and balance of the complex nutritional needs of your body. So he goes on to say, to suggest some of the things that hemp seed oil can be used for. And we don't make medical claims, but I will read just a little bit of this to you. He suggests that hemp seeds should be eaten in freshly made hemp-based food products. Only then can they help benefit a variety of conditions or symptoms such as heart disease and hypertension, arthritis, asthma, yeast infection, PMS, diabetes, renal, respiratory, dermatological, acne, hair loss, poor blood circulation, as well as liver, kidney, and gallbladder problems. So that's quite a list, and really, we're talking about healthy foods. So naturally, as you're eating healthier foods and you're choosing healthier fats to incorporate into your diet, naturally those things will balance out. Food is medicine and medicine is food, and never forget that. So to get into some of those fatty acids, he goes on to say that EFAs, or essential fatty acids, are used to facilitate the recovery of fatigued muscles, to reduce inflammation and swelling in joints and muscles, as well as promoting healthy liver functioning. It's even said that if a pregnant mother has digested a proper amount of EFAs, she has the best chance of delivering an intelligent child. Further, consumption of EFAs by growing children may help improve the symptoms of attention deficit disorder. So to pause there for a minute, think about what it's saying about, mothers wanting to incorporate essential fatty acids into their diets while they're pregnant so that they can have a healthy and intelligent child. That is something that is evident just based on how our United States society looks at feeding children. So, if you think about mother's milk, it's got everything that your child needs. It's got, your carbohydrates. It's got a lot of carbohydrates, and that's your energy. And it's got all the vitamins, the nutrients, and then whatever it is that child needs. So if you look at baby formula starts with a nutritional powder. We'll just call it a powder. A nutritional powder, but they remove the carbohydrates and they've added in essential fatty acids. So if you look at the label, it's advertising all these wonderful EFAs, the DHA, and they always tell you on the label there that these things are for optimal eye and brain health for your child. So it's not anything that's out. I'm not making any medical claims here. These are just things that exist in our society. Only from hemp seeds, you're not just adding it to an already existing food. You're getting it from your food. So this is actual plant-based fatty acids. Another one of the fatty acids that's important to us is gamma-linoleic acid. That's what's found in evening primrose oil. That is a well-known member of the omega-6 family, and once again goes into a little bit of the medical side of things, but it talks about a study that was published in the International Journal of Cancer that says that GLA, not necessarily hemp seeds, but that GLA, that omega-6, can exterminate brain and prostate cancer cells, as well as inhibit the spread of malignant tumors by restricting blood vessel growth. So let's see, in a recent study, patients who increased their daily doses of omega-6 equivalent to 5 teaspoons of hemp oil per day were shown to rapidly decrease elevated blood levels of LDL cholesterol, therefore reducing the risk of thrombosis. So some of these things are things that we've seen. For example, the lowering of the LDL cholesterol levels. So what we've actually seen just from using hemp seed oil is that having better cholesterol levels was kind of a side effect of it. It wasn't something that we were expecting. It's just, somebody wants to use hemp seed oil in their protein smoothies and this, that, the other. They're trying to stay healthy. And then the next thing they know, they're going to their doctor for their regular checkup. And then they're calling us and saying, well, my doctor took me off my meds. So it's good, it's a good thing, but it's not, we're not making claims of medicine. We're making claims that food is the most important step to health and wellness, even more important than exercise. So it goes on to say that the essential fatty acids are damaged when heated at high temperatures. Suggests purchasing hemp foods from reputable, experienced sources, as they will surely know the benefits of using low temperatures when processing foods. And that's definitely something that we do. It's the reason that we cold press our hemp seed oil instead of using other methods of extracting the oil. So anyway, we'll go on to seeds a little bit. And really, I think a lot of this stuff is more about the protein once we get through that section. So I also wanted to grab my copy of The Emperor Wears No Clothes, because there's a little bit about food oils and protein in the beginning here. But it also talks about some of the other uses for hemp seed oil as well. And so beyond food, there's a lot of things that you can do with hemp seed oil. We definitely suggest using it as a food source. That's the best thing for our health. It's the best way to be beneficial in our lives. But there's a lot of other things you can do as well. We've posted some things in the past. For example, just last week, Alyssa from the Kentucky Hempsters posted a video of her making an exfoliating mask with hemp seed oil and hemp protein. I don't remember what the other ingredients were off the top of my head, but brown sugar, I think, was the other thing. Yeah, it was really nice. So that's just one idea, you know, using it as on your skin to nourish and moisturize your skin. Hemp seed oil is amazing, and it's different than other oils in that it actually penetrates your skin a lot better than other oils. So when you have, you know, when you put that seed oil on your skin, it leaves you feeling moisturized and refreshed, but it doesn't just sit on top of your skin. It absorbs deep down into the deepest layers of your skin. So an interesting little tidbit about that is it absorbs better the older it gets. So there are some soap companies in I think California that prefer to have rancid or older hemp seed oil because those triglyceride chains are already broken down. Once those chains are broken down, it penetrates your skin even better. So if you're making soap with hemp seed oil, it's not a bad thing to use seed oil that's a little bit older. Some of the other things that we've posted in the past include a high chair, my daughter's high chair. That was just an antique. I got it in a little antique store. I think I paid $15 or $20 for it. It converts into a little table, so you can actually, you know, take it from a high chair to a little table with its own chair. And so we just, you know, it had like probably, I don't know, 20, 30 years worth of dust and grime on it. So we sanded it, and then we wiped it down with a very thin layer of hemp seed oil. And what you want to do when you're using hemp seed oil as a, you know, surfacing for wood is come in with a very light layer of it, let it dry overnight, 24 hours, and then come back and do another coat of it. And you can do a third if you want. We've actually had several people who have bought hemp seed oil from us who've used it to resurface their floors in old houses, you know, these really nice, beautiful old hardwood floors. And one of them works in real estate, and she actually has now used it on multiple houses because she was so impressed with the first one, how long it lasted and how beautiful the wood was. So I guess that's a nice segue into another section on the hemp seed oil. So hemp seed oil is used for more than just food. That's where we're getting at. And one of the things that has been used for it was lighting oil in the past. So in The Emperor Wears No Clothes, which is by Jack Harrer, he says, until about 1800, hemp seed oil was the most consumed lighting oil in America and the world. From then until the 1870s, it was the second most consumed lighting oil, exceeded only by whale oil. Hemp seed oil lit the lamps of the legendary Aladdin, Abraham the Prophet, and in real life, Abraham Lincoln. It was the brightest lamp oil. Hemp seed oil for lamps was replaced by petroleum, kerosene, etc. after the 1859 Pennsylvania oil discovery and John D. Rockefeller's 1870 on natural petroleum stewardship, which is referenced in this book. So if there's anything that you're interested in learning more about, these books in particular I like to pull out when I'm looking for simple information because I can always reference that. So let's see. In fact, the celebrated botanist Luther Burbank stated that the seed of cannabis is prized in other countries for its oil, and its neglect here illustrates the same wasteful use of our agricultural resources. So another thing that people talk about is biomass energy. This is the next section in this book. So biomass energy and fuel from hemp seed oil are really talking about two different things. So typically when you talk about biomass, you're talking about the waste material from the plants, like the plant material itself. So if you were looking to make biomass energy from hemp, you are looking at cellulosic energy, so you're looking at the plant material, burning it, turning it into charcoal basically, and then utilizing that as energy. However, when you're talking about using hemp for diesel fuel, that's when you're really talking about using the oil. So diesel fuel is a vegetable, or it's diesel fuel, and a diesel engine is designed to use vegetable oils. So a diesel engine is designed to use recycled vegetable oils from farms, from processing facilities. That was the point when the diesel engine was invented, so that it didn't necessarily have to be petroleum based. And most importantly, the point of the diesel engine and the invention of the diesel engine was so that farmers would be able to create their own fuel. So yeah, that was the section on biomass energy. I thought I'd just clarify a little bit the difference between biomass energy and what I think of when I talk about biomass energy, and diesel fuel, which would be fuel from the vegetable oils, aka the hemp seed oil. And then the last thing that I'll talk about today is hemp seed oil used in paints and varnishes. In the previous section here that's talking about fiber and using fiber for ropes and canvases, they say that that oil paintings that are made from hemp and or flax have stayed in fine condition for centuries. And then it goes on to talk about the paints and the varnishes that are used. It says, for thousands of years, virtually all good paints and varnishes were made with hemp seed oil and or linseed oil. For instance, in 1935 alone, 116 million pounds of hemp seed were used in America just for paint and varnish. The hemp drying oil business went principally to DuPont petrochemicals. Congress and the Treasury Department were assured through secret testimony given by DuPont in 1935 through 37 that hemp seed oil could be replaced with synthetic petrochemical oils made principally by DuPont. So for, like it says, for thousands of years, maybe longer. I mean, we don't really know how long hemp seed has been used in paints and varnishes, but at least for thousands of years, hemp seed oil has been used not only in paint itself and varnishes itself, but it's also used as a drying agent in oil painting. So that's kind of a nice segue into tomorrow's lesson. Tomorrow's lesson is actually going to get into that use of hemp seed oil and how hemp seed oil is used in paint. We are going to have a really special guest, a friend of mine from college, Jeremy Scrimmager. He is a local artist from Somerset, and believe it or not, he really doesn't like oil painting. But I sent him some hemp seed oil to see how it would work and to see if he liked it. And I think the results were pretty amazing. He actually said that he would use exclusively hemp seed oil for paint, for oil painting from now on, and that we may have changed his mind on how difficult and tedious it is to paint with oil paints. So very excited for tomorrow's lesson. I'm looking forward to sharing Scrim's talent with you. If you're interested in painting along with them, it's sort of almost like a Bob Ross style where, if you want to sit at home, get yourself a canvas or a piece of paper and paint along, you can do that. And if you want to just paint whatever you want, you can do that. If you're interested in getting any hemp seed oil to use in paint, just let us know. We can help you with that. And I guess I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I'm going to be painting tomorrow. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm definitely looking forward to that. I think I'm going to get the kids, get some canvases out. We've got some stuff saved up from parties in the past, so it'll be a good opportunity for art class. So we'll see you tomorrow, and I will see you on Thursday.